Hello, everyone.
We're coming to you from the woods.
Yes, post-workout.
Yes.
We
So
are.
I've been making some short videos lately.
Yes.
And it's just kind of real life where I am. Some overwhelming frustration, us kind of working opposite shifts and
Yeah.
what that looks like, supporting your partners and just showing up when you feel like you're on empty.
Yep. School, family, work, into semesters, big push. We're in the middle of a hard year. We knew that going in. I don't think we estimated how hard it
No.
really would be. It's just a lot of isolation, head down, work. A lot of times you feel like you're failing.
Yes.
Feels like you're maybe not showing up like you want to.
Yeah, for sure.
There's just multiple layers to some of those moments, and I think that you shared some of those candid moments in an attempt to encourage others, but it really is where we're living.
It is real life, and people have kind of resonated with it. Like I've had a lot of interaction and feedback, which is great because that's the whole reason we're doing this, right? Not for the clickbait, but for
A community.
to help.
Yes.
To help.
To encourage each other.
Yeah, and we've learned really quickly that grace is super important.
100%.
Because we're tired, we're frustrated, we're all the things, and sometimes by the time we get home and to each other, we're kind of empty. So it's.
And one thing I've realized though, we're really using some toolkits and some tools in our toolkit, and we're building some resilience. So I want to encourage people that are watching this that they think maybe that they're failing completely, and you may be in a season that's stretching you.
You're right.
And if you do it in a healthy way, it can actually help to
100%.
Build resilience, and you're not failing. You're not failing. So
failing.
let's talk a little bit about a couple of the tools that you've been using and we've been using. And you came to me and were like, I can't believe this. I tried it and it worked. And
It worked. It did.
so
the cold
reset,
plunge thing, you had been doing that for a while. Like
Right.
you had done that in different places we've gone and visited. You've done
Right.
the cold plunge, and I've always been a little resistant to being freezing.
Right.
But I watched a
Little.
video, a little. I watched a video and listened to a podcast, Jay Shetty, and he was talking about the 7 things that you can do that help start your day correctly. And one of the things that he talked about was in the shower, like the last 20 seconds, just change it to cold. Allow your nervous
all the way
system,
to cold, not a little
all
cold.
the way to cold. Yes, it is a little jarring in the beginning, but it is so worth it, and it does give your nervous system like a complete
100%.
reset.
So from a therapeutic standpoint, that's exactly what you're doing. You're allowing your nervous system to almost flush itself of all your body's just on high alert all the time. It's under a compounded stress. So when you do that, it's almost like it forgets everything else, and it focuses only on the moment. Like, you're killing me, you're freezing me out. So it forgets all the other stressors. So what happens after that, your veins constrict, and then when you come out of that, they open up and you get this rush of just like your body's
you feel
just
charged.
Yeah,
you feel like you just got the old, I don't know if they do it anymore, but the cars that used to have the nitro, you'd hit
Sure.
that night. It's like, it's how you feel, like just charged and ready.
And mentally, it's giving you a reset, like a literal, like, you think of your brain and your nervous system as a circuit in a computer, and sometimes you just have to have a reset where everything shuts off, nothing's working right, it's overloaded, everything's frozen.
Yeah.
So now I'm going to just reset it. So
Yeah.
that's a good reset. So
Yeah.
what's another one we've been using?
Another one I've been doing is a brain dump journal.
This is a big one. This is a really big one.
It is, because it's no judgment. It's just first thing in the morning, instead of looking at my screen, not having screen time in the morning, not allowing the world to tell me what's wrong, what's
Right.
going on, and what I need to do, but opening my journal and just dumping. And there's no judgment. There's no right or wrong. Sometimes it's one sentence. Sometimes it's
positive,
pages.
sometimes it's
right.
Challenges.
But it's therapeutic because it just allows you to get it all out. It allows you to say whatever it is that you need to say, and there's no right or wrong.
And
it's non-judgment.
From a therapy standpoint, we are really using this as a moment to name it. Naming something takes its power away.
Right.
If you can actually process it, Now this is a form of therapy. If you can get to a regular therapy appointment, that's great. If you're not able to do on a consistent basis or in between those moments, journaling is a powerful tool that you can use, because you're naming whatever that is weighing not just your mental capacity down, but then it begins to release that cortisol, and you start to spike, and then all of a sudden, not only is your brain overwhelmed with this, your body is overwhelmed with it as well.
Right.
They say, the next thing we're going to talk about, there's a correlation between your body and your brain. So if you're not allowing that to get into a structured path where you can actually look at it and say, okay, I'm not dead yet. I'm facing all this stuff. I've named it, but I'm not dead. I'm still alive. I'm still here. I'm still kicking. I'm still showing up.
Right.
And again, we're encouraging people, if you are in a season of like addiction is overwhelming you, or you are at a place of like worry and fear, and you feel you have really negative thoughts about yourself, we ask and encourage you to reach out for help immediately.
For sure.
And we want to tell you that if you are in that season and this is a tool that you're using, it's just ability to build up resilience.
It is.
And take those things and name them and be able to categorize them and say, I'm still showing up.
Right.
I'm still doing the work.
Right.
I might not feel like I'm doing, I'm batting 1,000, but that's the great analogy with baseball, is you just get in the batter's box, you dust yourself off, and you try again.
Try again.
Yeah.
Yes, for sure.
So what's the next thing?
So the next thing is actually the nervous system. It's resetting and toning your vagus nerve. So I do a lot of listening to other people who are smarter than me, right? And I was listening to this neuroscientist, Emily, and she was talking about your 10th cranial nerve, your vagus nerve. And one of the ways that you can tone and mature your vagus nerve, of course, is exercise.
Yeah.
Practicing gratitude, saying gratitude out loud, can help connect the mind, the body, and the gut all together. But one of the really fun ones is singing.
Yeah.
Like humming, singing out loud, finding your go-to song and just cranking it out and just like enjoying yourself, can help reset your vagus nerve and calm down your parasympathetic system, which is amazing. I mean, we always thought we were just rocking out, right? But it actually
is a therapeutic.
It's a therapeutic thing.
It's a therapeutic thing, and again, it brings you to the place of how do you take these complex layers, because what's happening is you are overwhelmed and overstimulated because you have compounded issues, you have compounded stressors, and you have compounded stacked demands.
Yeah.
So these are tools that we can use to unstack some of the things that we have created in our own brain and our own body.
Yeah.
Because yes, you are facing the blended family challenges at work, challenges with school, challenges with sickness and all those things. But then your brain takes all that and then creates even more weight. And if you don't ever get relief from that, you just have this compounded negative, it's basically just like a weight.
Yeah.
And if you don't find a way to take that weight off, it will eventually become cause injury.
Yeah.
And so we're giving you some tools and some things that you think, oh, well, I never thought of it that way. Yeah, get in the car, Get
in the car, crank it up and just
crank
sing.
it up. I do something, I work a very high demanding job, and I'll sing like old hymns to myself, and Elka was telling me this, and I was like, oh my gosh, it's a way of self-soothing.
Yeah.
But it's a way of just centering myself. I didn't even realize I was doing it. And it's just over time, it's just a habit I picked up, and it helps soothe me, and I kind of focus.
But you think
and
about it connects the science and the religious world, right?
It connects your
praise
spiritual,
and worship, that spiritual. It does physically help calm you down. Like how smart was God, right? Like singing helps you.
Music has a therapeutic, you don't even have to be in a place that maybe it's all Christian. Yeah. It's something that you connect with other people. That's why you can go to like a live music event and you can feel like you almost were at a church service. Yeah. Because it's something, it's connection. It's connecting your body, your spirit, your mind,
and your gut.
And your gut. You're connecting all of it. So if you can do something holistic like that, You know, sometimes you got to get in the car and you got to rock out. You know, it's not all
Absolutely.
praise the Lord.
It doesn't have, no,
Yeah.
100% not.
Sometimes it's Crazy Train. So,
Oh, my
you
favorite
know, whatever,
song.
yeah, whatever it is. So those are really good. And then breathing. Breathing is a huge technique that we really don't utilize enough.
I heard this thing, and it said that breath is the first thing you experience when you come into this world, and breath is the last thing that you experience when you go out of this world. And that breath is the one thing that will change and is the variable in situations. When you exercise, your breath increases.
Right.
When you're anxious, your breath increases. When you're sick or you're sad or you're lonely or your breath changes.
And so
and
here's a
learn
trick.
how to control.
Here's a therapeutic trick. Learn to control, because your breath tells your body what state it's in.
Yes.
Remember that. Your breath tells your body what state it's in. And your body tells your brain what state it's in.
Yes.
So when we least want to stop, focus on our breath. You know, we're having a full-on panic attack. We're having a full-on meltdown. The last thing we want to do is have controlled
When
breathing
you're angry.
sessions.
Right.
Yeah, and woosah. That's the last thing we want to do.
Right.
But it needs to be the first
Yes.
thing we do. When we're stressed, when we're angry,
Right.
when
it's not going to fix the problem. And that's the key, I think, is that it's not going to fix the problem. It's going to give you the ability to take a step back and have a more emotional, stable
resilience.
reaction
Yep.
to the situation that's happening. Like,
this is about building resilience.
Yes.
And also move your body to tell your brain that you're safe.
yes.
Move your body to tell your brain that you're okay and you're going to make it. Because if you can do these things on a regular basis, it's not necessarily that we're telling you that, you know, you're going to be 50% better if you do all these things. But if you have a 1% increase in positive outcome,
Yes.
that is a huge return on investment.
100%.
That is a huge opportunity for you to continue that compounded interest
For sure.
towards a better self. So that's what we want to encourage you, and just give you what we've been walking through, some resilience that we're learning
And we're doing.
and we're practicing.
Yes.
So
And so really, I've been kind of using the tagline, and it's true that we see you. We
do see you.
understand. We're walking it with you, and we see you.
Absolutely.
So hopefully this helps. If you have any questions or anything, let us know. We're happy to give you what feedback we have. So
Absolutely.
be sure to drop a heart and follow along.
Thank y'all.
Bye.
Bye.